Hello, hello. Here we are. Today is the great day of the Nostr Wallet Connect Hackathon Grant pitch competition. So we're going to be going through, I believe we have around almost 10 participants today. And then we have another 10 tomorrow. So that should be really exciting. We have it all organized into slots, 12 o'clock to 1 and 1 o'clock to 2. It'll be 2 hours, be really intense, probably between 10 to 15 minutes per project. So really excited to, well, first of all, welcome Pierre Corbin from Flash to give us a few words about Nostr Wallet Connect, the grants, the projects you've seen so far, and any other thoughts. Hey, Pierre, how's it going?
Yeah, hey, Mick. Thanks. Hi, everyone. Very happy to be here. Thank you for organizing this, putting it together. Yeah, and excited to see what everyone's building with Nostr Wallet Connect. That's the tech that we're building all these new cool things at Flash with, and I think the possibilities are limitless. So yeah, just excited to be here and see what's happening.
Awesome. Yeah, indeed. And by the way, everyone can see this live stream live on X. So go on X, comment, do a repost, get more people involved looking at what's happening in the space. And I think just to zoom out, in terms of what is the purpose of this call today, there's obviously a $10,000 pot of gold, of Bitcoin, of digital gold, to be taken from a few projects. So definitely there's some stakes in the game, but also it's really about spotlighting all these projects, all these great ideas. A really good way to get people to know about your project, get them to, get your project to reach more people, get discovered more, and also really importantly is to put a spotlight on Nostr Wallet Connect, on this protocol and what it can do. So I'm really excited to really showcase the world of like what's possible. So you guys are going to be doing that through your projects. So I would say let's start getting ready. If you guys want to, I'm not sure if you can put your hands up or something, but I'm just going to go to the list here in terms of the project that can start presenting. You're free to share your screen. You're going to have 10 minutes. I'm going to be giving you guys a heads up at around 8 minutes. So it's really up to you how you want to structure. If you want to go 10 minutes presentation, it's fine. If you want to leave the 5-minute presentation and leave 5 minutes of question and answers, that's also fine. Feel free to drop comments in the YouTube, in the X, in private chats here. I can bring them all up. If you have questions about the project's feedback, it's a really good time to really come together as a community and help projects also improve and iterate. But before I do that, I'm going to quickly show a quick glance of the Geyser Grants project, and just let's see the projects that are live right now. So as you can see here, we've had so far around 28 total applicants. We did some filtering, so it's around 22, I believe, in total. So we've gone through some presentations, some feedback loops, some spaces, and basically we are now fully invested in the pitch day. It's going to be happening today and tomorrow, and then the board will be evaluating throughout the week until Friday. We will be evaluating based on the as I mentioned before, the sort of the proof of work. Show us how much work have you really put into it. How are you committed to the project? We'll be evaluating the project based on the impact that we believe they can have. Like how big of an idea is this? We're going to be looking at the feasibility, right? So is it technically feasible? Is it like too big of a scope? Can you actually get this done and also take it to market and have an impact, right? That's also really, really important. And then finally, there is a bonus sort of thing as well. So it's like, is there a bonus aspect to this? Oh, and reputation. Yeah, reputation is also important. Do you have reputation, that you've cultivated through time that also helps sort of with everything else. So that's going to be also really important. And so we're going to be evaluating in order to put things on a fair evaluation. We're going to be looking at sort of new projects that have just recently started, that have no, like that are just entirely new, and then those that have some proof of work, that have users, that are we call them sort of mature projects that that can still be receiving funds. Also, to be clear, all projects on here are have received no investments from external capital investors and so forth. They're entirely self-funded, and these are the projects that we were going to be supporting today through the grants. So if there's anything else you think I've missed, Pierre, you want to add to this? Let's.
No, I think all good, to be honest. It's just pretty exciting to get all the pitches. Just go through it. Very excited to talk with everyone.
Awesome. Just to show you as well the grant. Yeah, so this is the sort of the lineup. You guys can have a look. These are the projects that I'm going to be presenting now, and this is how the evaluation criteria will go. As I've mentioned: impact, need, proof of work, feasibility, bonus. So this is how we're going to be kind of evaluating to be transparent of how that works. So let's get into it. Let's have some fun. I'm done talking. I'll pass it over now to, if anyone can share screen. We also have Boomy. Hey, Boomy, how's it going? We're just getting started here. We're just going to start getting the first projects on to present. Any final words about the Nostr Wallet? Anything, I don't know, any advice you'd like to give to the project so far, sort of in terms of getting started?
Can't wait. What I've seen so far and heard so far is super exciting. So can't wait to see it. So let's get to it.
Awesome. Well, let's do it then. Again, you guys have 10 minutes. I'll be sort of giving a sort of a really hard stop at 10 minutes. Let's do it. I see a lot of the wave space guys on here, so I'd say let's start with them. They're commenting on here. So I'm gonna hide Boomy, and maybe I'll keep you here for now. Let's see. Might hide you later. So we have Avidas, we have Felix, and Mantas. How's it going, guys? The floor is yours. Take it away from us.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me all good?
Perfect.
All right, let me share my screen and I'll start.
Awesome.
Yeah. So basically, we are 3 Bitcoiners bootstrapping Wavespace. The main, can you see the screen? All good?
Yep.
Just loaded, yeah.
Okay. The main idea behind Wavespace is that, we Bitcoiners, we recognize that Bitcoin is by far the best money, the hardest money, but we still struggle to live on Bitcoin. And it's predominantly because it's not accessible enough, and also it's not useful enough today. So, in terms of being not accessible, in many cases, it is still too complex or too fragmented. You need to juggle multiple tools, understand many concepts. It's not abstracted yet enough. And in terms of being not useful enough, of course, we want to see the end game where, we have this circular economy of people accepting and sending Bitcoin, maybe through Lightning, and, having direct payments. But the reality is that in most of the cases, you still need to operate in the fiat world today, and you need to pay for groceries, you need to pay rent in euros. And I would say 99% of the cases, you still need to have some kind of fiat exposure. And today, many of Bitcoiners, they still choose to have a chunk of, let's say, paper monopoly money that they need to spend. But it doesn't have to be the case. And, at Wavespace, we are coming in with these tools that help you live on Bitcoin. As long as you can liquidate it instantly and you can, cover for all of those cases where Bitcoin is not yet accepted directly, you can already live on a Bitcoin standard. And we started building this project last year. We already have 2 products live. One is in relation to you paying rent, or essentially being able to fund your bank transfers, or maybe allocating your salary into Bitcoin. So it goes both ways. But the second product, and why we're here today, is something called Wavecard, which is the first Bitcoin debit card that leverages NWC to connect with your self-custody to essentially be able to spend Bitcoin automatically from your self-custodial node anywhere in the world across 150 million shops, wherever Visa is accepted. So with our Wavecard, we come in specifically to solve for those cases where it's not directly spendable. And now with this particular new addition, we are able to solve it in a way that still respects your self-custody. So I will show you exactly how it looks. It's already live. It's been live for a couple of weeks. We built it, and now we are looking ways to essentially integrate with the ecosystem more deeply. We are looking for ways to distribute it as a better alternative to other crypto cards, because the main problem we see, or let's say I can define two problems, is that firstly, as I said, it's hard to spend Bitcoin, your self-custodial Bitcoin, and also it's hard to do it in a way that respects your self-custody. So you have a bunch of crypto cards, but most of them you need to either preload a lot of balance and then risk your custody with it, or you have to do a lot of manual balance management. And none of this is mandatory. And this, with the help of NWC, is currently solvable. So this is the platform that we have. And right here, you can see I have 20,000 sats on my Wavecard, which is basically my custodial balance. Now, quickly to explain how it works, when you have a Visa debit card and you go to a merchant and you tap with it, Visa needs to green light the payment. For them to essentially say, this guy has enough money, they need to see that within the system. So for them to see it within the system and freeze it and then settle it the next day or after, they need to see it custodially. But that custodial balance doesn't have to be any bigger than your single purchase. So that's the only sacrifice that you need to make to be able to authorize payments, which is basically as low as a single transaction. Maybe to cover for dinner, maybe for groceries, this is up to you. But everything else, let's say 99% of your spendable Bitcoin balance, can stay in self-custody and get automatically replenished via NWC. So, as I explained, basically, we have something that is called spending power, which is a threshold that you set, which is going to be your custodial, let's say, locked liquidity on the card. As soon as your balance drops below that, it gets automatically replenished. So let's say you buy a burger, you spend 42,000 sats, your balance drops below. The next second, it gets replenished straight away from whatever wallet you have that is NWC compatible. And we use Bitcoin Connect to connect with the whole ecosystem. Let's say I'm gonna just use a connection secret right here. So I would go currently on my own Alby hub that I have self-custodially on Alby Cloud. I would add a connection. Let's say I call it Wavespace with my name. Of course, you have all the budgets and permissions, and that's something that NWC provides in its technology. So you have still control of your self-custody and how much can be pulled from your self-custody. But essentially, you get the connection secret that you paste in. And when you connect, basically, we are able to see your balance. And you also are able to define that spending power threshold. So because I have 20,000 sats on my balance, I'm going to paste that to be exactly my spending power threshold, which means that whichever payment I now do, it's going to push me below that threshold, and automatically the same amount is going to get pulled back from Alby Hub. And this is how it looks when I connect it already. So now you can see that my total balance is already much bigger. It's not 20,000 sats. It's actually a combination of both my custodial spending power threshold, as well as all of my self-custody that I have connected via NWC. So now I have 234,000 sats. And I will show you now how it looks like when I actually spend it. So I have this book on my Amazon. And here I want to also maybe discuss more about exactly how our wave card works and why is it already the best in the market. So besides the fact that now it's the only card and the first ever card that is NWC compatible, it's also Bitcoin only. It means that it holds Bitcoin until the last possible second, and you basically convert Bitcoin at the last possible second when you pay with it. It's also pseudonymous. So right here, if I go to checkout, you can see that if it loads, basically, let me extend it a bit. Yeah, so this is my card that is added. And you can see that the name on the card is Satoshi Nakamoto, which means that from the merchant's perspective, it's pseudonymous. You can set any name you want on this card. And for example, if at some point Amazon's database gets leaked, it doesn't have to be linked to your identity. Of course, as a product, we are KYCing our customers, but from the merchant's perspective, it's pseudonymous. So as far as Amazon is concerned, Satoshi Nakamoto is currently purchasing a book. And we charge 1% fees for conversion. It doesn't matter if you pay in euros or in dollars. We have no FX fees. So, I mean, I can pay in dollars right here. And when I place my order, it's placed. And now if I go and I check for my Alby connection, in a second, it should come through and replenish the same balance onto my Wavespace account. So just refreshing the screen. Okay, seems like it's charged, but that didn't charge the card yet. Okay, so now it's done. You can see that basically 3,000 sats have been deposited back into my card. And if I go through the transactions right here, you can see that here 3,033 sats have been paid. There's a small service fee that we charged, and the sum of these basically gets deposited back through NWC. And right here, you can see that that transaction came through from Alby Hub. So that's how it works. I could also essentially, what could be the use cases? I could connect it with Alby Hub. I could also connect it with Flash Wallet. If there's a merchant that is taking POS payments and they want to have a card that they can already instantly use to spend that Bitcoin, they can connect it with their Flash wallet via NWC.
1 more minute left. Sorry to interrupt. Just 1 more minute left.
Yes, no problem. And also, for example, if you have your Primal account and you're posting and you're collecting zaps, oftentimes we speak about, okay, here's 1,000 sats for your coffee. This can actually be a reality because that 1,000 sats goes into your NWC connected wallet on Primal. And if you have Wavecard on it, you can already immediately spend it with Wavecard and actually buy that coffee. So that's pretty much it, I think, with this grant. As I said, we are looking for ways to integrate deeper in the ecosystem and also to distribute it as a good alternative for other cards, as well as to add NWC onto more of our products, as well as swap and connecting your bank account with your self-custodial wallet through NWC.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Any quick, rapid questions, feedback from the community or Pierre and Bumi?
Well, I think the design looks nice, that's for sure. I think interface is very clean. Your little guides along the way make it also very clear as to what's happening. So I think that's definitely pretty good. And yeah, so essentially you spend, and whatever you spend gets automatically kind of topped up, but just through budget that is available, essentially. Very cool. Very cool. I like it.
Pretty cool. Quick question. What happens if the budget is used, for example, or if an NWC error happens?
Yeah, so as I said, you have the spending power, right? So that's the money, or that's the Bitcoin that Visa sees. So your transaction needs to stay within it. And if you are basically not able to replenish it, then basically your spending power is consumed and it doesn't get replenished. That's it. So your worst case, just spending that one time and that's it. You're not automatically getting more balance.
All right, well, good job, guys. Yeah, again, very excited for this project. Looking forward, especially for Europeans that are interested in trying Bitcoin, Lightning payments, and integrating Lightning payments directly into their life. This is a really powerful tool. So again, congrats. Thank you again. We'll get you off the stage now and get someone else up.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Right. So up next, I'm gonna bring up. If there's no one that wants to volunteer, I'll bring up Danny. I can see you up here if you're available from Portal BTC.
Yes. There should be Gino as well on the call.
Gino
He's also in the project.
might have a pseudonym. Oh yeah, there he is. Got it. Perfect.
Okay. Hey there. I think Gino would be presenting this, and I'd be answering questions about the code, basically.
Perfect.
You all can hear me?
Yep, can hear you well. Gino, do you have a presentation?
Yeah, let me get that.
And meanwhile, guys, if anyone else wants to go next, feel free to add a comment in the private chat, and we can start having a list of next presenters so that you guys can also get ready. And also definitely go check out we're live on X, we're live on YouTube. I'm going to add the links in here for you to check out in a moment.
Is that visible for you?
Yep, you're all good to go.
Okay. Okay, thanks everyone. Yeah, my name is Gino, and I am working with Danny. We put together for this hackathon submission what we're calling Portal BTC. It's a Bitcoin multi-layer NWC compatible wallet. The problem that we're addressing, most people still today, I'm thinking of many of my close friends and family in particular here, and I'm sure many of you also have similar people in mind. Most people today can't run or don't want to run their own Lightning node. There's technical complexity, and especially the self-hosting requirements is a big blocker. Of course, channel management overhead as well. However, if we want really a Bitcoin standard to exist, these people need to be onboarded into Bitcoin. So they still need fast, cheap payments and privacy as well. So our solution, Portal BTC, it's a multi-layer NWC compatible Bitcoin wallet. We've got 4 layers: Bitcoin mainnet, probably the best Sats entry point for those of you who you probably know who have Bitcoin sitting on, heaven forbid, Robinhood or Coinbase or exchanges like that. So this could be a Sats entry point for them there. We've got a Lightning network compatibility. We've got a Cashew wallet, and even a Liquid wallet. And then NWC as well, basic integration currently. As I just mentioned, this right now is just a basic integration so that you can use the wallet with your favorite Nostr client. I'm a Primal guy myself. So for new users using this wallet, what's our recommendation here? Think about Cashew for really small amounts. Think about Lightning for something on the order of 50,000 Sats and lower. Think about Liquid for something a little bit bigger than that. And then, of course, all your long-term storage, you'd want to withdraw to your mainnet BTC wallet cold storage. Future consideration we have for this, if people are going to ask for it, would be sub-wallets. And the technical details of what we've specifically built here. This is a progressive web app. Very, very easy to get your laggard friends and family onboarded. Just take them to portal.btc.live. Have them install the app. It'll be there as an icon. It'll look just like a downloaded app. No App Store dependencies, of course, with this method. Total cross-platform compatibility. This is the biggest, broadest reach and accessibility you can imagine. So what's the impact and accessibility we're aiming for here? As I already mentioned at the beginning, this is not a wallet for probably everyone tuning into this call. This is a wallet for anyone who isn't using Bitcoin yet. That covers the demo. Actually, just a little bit more about Danny and I. We are currently building ARCs. Or you can learn more about our project Eve at arcs-ccn.com. We're both on Nostr. Danny is quite a bit more active than me. So follow us there. And now I will try to switch my presentation to a different tab. Let's see if I can figure that out. I think I'm going to have to stop sharing and then start sharing again.
Yeah, maybe depends how you decided to do the share screen. But maybe meanwhile, Pierre and Alby have any questions as you get the other presentation set up?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So far, no. I think just curious and seeing, actually.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
So you mentioned it's a progressive web app. Did I understand this correctly? So it all sits in the browser?
Yeah. And I've got the screen shared now. Do you see that? Oh, no? I see Pierre. No.
Let me bring it up. My bad. Here. Yeah, it should be live now.
Okay, yeah. So this is portal.btc.live. This is a live demo. Y'all could go to this yourself. Before this call, I generated a new seed for this demo. And what I'm going to do now is, with limited time here, I'll just choose what hopefully will be the quickest demonstration here of receiving sats. Danny, can you see that?
Yes.
QR code?
Yes.
Okay,
I will now be sending a payment. 1 second. So I'm now sending a payment from my own Alby hub that's running it. And this is a normal Lightning payment. And it should be arriving in any moment now.
I see
so
one.
You should now see 100 sats. Do you know?
I see one sat.
Somebody else sent you one sat, I guess. But there it is. There's my 100 sats.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the one sat bonus there, whoever.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we could do a cashew demo, I suppose, but that's it.
Awesome. Can you drop the link to the actual PWA? That'd be great for people to check out.
If we still have a minute, can you explain what we just saw? The payment was sent. Where was it received? Where is it stored? And how does the routing work that you mentioned at the beginning?
Yeah, absolutely. So
go ahead.
The way that Yeah. So the way that this works is that essentially you have a cashew address initially based on npad.cash, which you receive small amounts of sats through, and any amount larger than 2,000 sats gets converted into liquid using Boss Exchange automatically, and it gets stored in gets stored in liquid with your seed basically. Then any amount larger than 1 million sats or so would be converted to mainnet BTC, still using Boss Exchange. We're using Cashew the least, as little as possible because it's custodial, and we want to not have custodial sats as much as possible. But it is the best solution for allowing the user to receive any amount of sats without also needing to run a node or do anything like that. If you have any particular question, just feel free to ask.
Yeah, so actually just regarding the NWC side of things, so I went and checked the progress of web app right now as we were speaking. So essentially it's just that I can connect my wallet to any other NWC app, right? That's the level of integration.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just go to settings over there. I don't know if you want to show that, Gino, and then you can just copy the NWC code, and you can use that in literally any Nostr app to to zap or to whatever you need.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So you can connect your Nostr Wallet Connect to. So basically, you connect your wallet to this ends up being the interface connected to your own node by a Nostr Wallet Connect or a particular any other Nostr Wallet Connect wallet. Cool. Awesome. Any other questions, guys, or thoughts?
No, not really. I think it's cool. I'll try out the wallets myself, in fact, and see how well it connects into Flash, for example.
Yeah, that's awesome. And there's not many Nostr Wallet Connect wallets, so this is exciting to see. And I do like the very retro style interface as well. Good job on that, guys.
And there's also no other wallets that let you onboard as little as 1 sat without a self-hosting node. The closest option today that I'm aware of is Breeze Wallet, but even they, I think, have a minimal amount of like 2,500 or something, I think.
Maybe that's 100.
Oh, it's 100 today now?
Yeah.
And that's because you're using Cashew for smaller amounts?
Yeah, correct.
Cool.
So we feel like for smaller amounts, it's perhaps okay for it to be custodial, but as soon as it gets to any amounts that you wouldn't want to lose, we're going to the self-custodial route, which is why we're converting it to liquid.
Awesome. Okay. Well, Portal BTC, this was awesome. Thank you so much for your presentation. Let's now move on. I'll have to get you off the stage to get someone else on. So thank you again. Appreciate it. Good work. Right. So next up, guys, I haven't received any hands up. So I'm just gonna go based on what I see here on the interface. So I see Dr. Shift. Are you available at the moment? Let's see.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you great.
Nice. Thanks. I have a mate. He should also be here. He's called Pratik.
Pratik. Got him. Fantastic. You guys are up. You can put up your presentation and we can get you going.
Nice. Let me share my screen. The project is Zap Tracker.
Perfect. Great. Thank you.
So the whole build. So you guys should be able to see the screen.
Yep, you guys are up.
Okay. Yeah, my name is, my synonym is Dr. Shift. I'm based in Germany, and in my free time, I'm participating in Lightning using Nostr and of course Nostr Wallet Connect. So yeah, I have a mate called Pratik, and we had an idea to create Zap Tracker, which is a unified dashboard. And Pratik will go to introduce it now.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Pratik. I am full stack developer and I do open source as well. So our plan was to make something like make it open source, and like that's how the Zap Tracker came in mind. So our idea and goal was to make like all platform in one go, and which is open to like everyone, and they can just use the NWC and connect their wallet and see all the analysis as well. If you want to do a chat, that also you can do wallet interface as well as, and the content posting as well. So like we are our idea is to combine the all thing in the one, and it's the I will give you some technical details around it. So it's the PW app, and we have also applied for the app for the Play Store only. It's right now in review. So our plan was to make an app as well and the PWS app as well. And yeah, over to you, Rotosif. So we'll go through the what we have built, and it's like since 2 weeks only we have started working on this project and to participate in the hackathon. And yeah, so over to you.
Yeah, now we will make a walkthrough through the project. So basically, to give you an overview what the project does, it's analyze and tracking zaps based on your Lightning address attached to your Nostr profile. It's the LUT16. Then the second part is you can connect your Nostr wallet, your private wallet, through Nostr Wallet Connect. There you can use your Alby hub, use Coinos, use Flash, Minibits, and all these other solutions out there to create a string. And the third main part is within Zap Tracker, you can create content for Nostr, like long form content we have implemented right now, and then publish it to the network and track your zaps and analyze them and so on. So for demonstration, we'll take the Coinos wallet, enter the string here, and then we are logged in. Yeah, that's the basic screen. You come to the dashboard and you see, based on your already published content, how many zaps you got, how many unique supporters or recurring supporters, and also average zaps. Here you can see that over time, and here the recent zaps. We're still working on also show the real Nostr picture, and that's coming soon. What else you have is like the zap feed. So here you see then, based on your content, what kind of zaps you got. Here it's 21 sats. You can click on it, and then you see also the long form content. That's just for demonstration. Here is your blog post then, yeah. And you can open it in any client. So for example, if I click there, I can see the content here and the zaps based on that content. In the analytics tab, there you can, yeah, self-explaining. You can see some details about your zaps on the content you got for doing some monitoring, or yeah, see how your content is performing overall. Yeah. See here these things. The wallet tab, that's the actual Nostr Wallet Connect part, where you can create and send sats and connect every wallet. So here, this wallet is connected right now. You can see it here, and later on in the settings, we're going to that, or let's go there now. You can add connections and switch between your different Nostr Wallet Connect strings. And this will be reflected here, and also down left-sided in the wallet balance. You have to be aware, this is zaps based on Lightning address in Nostr, and this is Nostr Wallet Connect to balance. So it could be different, huh? Yeah. If you want to have a chat with your friends, it's also based on Nostr. You can have it here, and we are also aiming to integrate. Yeah, ask for permission now to send messages. And you can also create in the future Nostr Wallet Connect requests directly here in the chat, maybe with your friends or with your audience or whatever use case you will have. Here in the content section, that's the third part I mentioned. You can create content within Web Tracker and then afterwards publish it to the Nostr network. So that is the one I already showed you here on Primal, this one here. You can see we have received 27 sets. That's this one here. And for demonstration, this one here is draft. I'm going to publish it now to a Nostr network. Going to my NSEC app and give it the permission. Going back, it's published now. You can see here on Nostr. And let's go back to Primal or any social client you want. Go to the reads. And then you can see this is the content I just published out of Zap Tracker. And now we're going to zap it. If you guys offer, you can also go to this profile Dr. Shift, go to reads and zap it. And here it's already shown the zap for this content, which we just right now created here in Zap Tracker and published to the world. Yeah.
Yeah, and right now, like, we are not storing anything, like any user data, like whatever you enter, it's all in the local storage right now. And in future, we are planning to add more stuff, like in chat, you can also zap the posting as well. Like if you want to post on Primal or something like that, that also we are planning to. And one more idea we have is to share the files as well. So basically, we are planning to make an ecosystem where user don't need to go through the apps or something like that. He can just use here. All we have chat as well, wallet as well, and all. And the main part is the power of analytics. You can basically easily see and visualize the things there. So yeah, that's it. And we have just started almost 2 weeks ago. And yeah, so we have more stuff in pipeline. So we are working on.
Yeah, that's it.
Good stuff, guys. Great job. Awesome.
Thanks.
I actually just zapped you from Nostr. Do you want to see if it's
I just saw it here. When we go to zap feed, here 42 sets.
But can you see that I sent it?
Say again.
Can you see that I have sent it, MetaMake on Nostr?
So you have zapped 42 sets, and that's this one here.
Ah, right. Okay. You cannot see who zapped you yet, but you see who receives it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is just a little thing. We have to match the npub with the kind one event, and then it's done.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we are we are still working on few stuff, and yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. I mean, great job, guys. It's been 2 weeks and you did this. It's amazing. Was the grant sort of trigger to get you guys going on this idea?
like different things. One was based on me and my friends. We got zaps here, zaps there, and we missed a unified dashboard to monitor them and also see which content got which zap. So,
yeah, and main part is like the analytics part. Like I have gone through the most of the FM. They don't have any charts or something like that where you can just easily visualize the thing instead of going to the all transaction history and all. So that's why.
Awesome, guys. Bhumi, Pierre, any thoughts or feedback?
I mean, I think that the design is pretty good. In 2 weeks, it's nice. I like the idea, and it's been missing. A lot of people that do business in the space, they also think there's something missing when it comes to being able to manage your Nostr account I think it's just nice that you can both kind of do a reconciliation between what's actually happening on Nostr and the zaps you receive, and seeing this in your wallet as well. So it's kind of bringing these two things together. Looks interesting. This is live, right? I see that's the URL itself. Like, I definitely want to check it out closer as well.
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. It's analyzing also historic data, or only when I logged in from the
right now, I think. Sorry.
So is it analyzing the historic data? So when I create now an account or log in into SAP Tracker, does it analyze the past SAPs that I received too, or is it only then?
So like right now, it's like when you connect and then whatever you receive, that's what we have implemented. Like, because we are not storing any data from the user. So whenever you connected, we are right now not fetching the data, but yeah, technically it's also possible to maybe let's say take 100 previous zaps as well, and then show it based on, we will fetch on the relays, and then we can just display it. So that's also in plan. So like the content, you can just fetch from the relay and just display all the content you have posted till now. So yeah.
Yeah, that's upcoming and next. Right now, local storage only, but fetching from relays is high on priority.
Okay, nice, good, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. What I really enjoyed about what you guys are doing is that you did it for yourself. This is something you thought was you needed for your own self, and you just went out and you built it. So that's awesome. Any final thing you'd like to say in terms of, just got another 30 seconds? Kind of pitch the idea, like why this should continue to to exist, and how the funds can help you continue building.
Yeah, so like main idea is to make an ecosystem where you don't need to switch between the apps. We can add all the things here only, and you can just use the one single PWF instead of installing multiple apps. So that's the main idea, because we have wallet as well, so you can just create and receive invoice from here only, and no need to install any other app or something like that if you want to do a messaging thing and all. So yeah, there's the main idea.
The wallet is a Nostr Wallet Connect wallet connecting to your node, or is it an actual?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you can use every Nostr Wallet Connect string, which is working out in the wild. Minibits, Coinos, Alby, Flash. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, good stuff, guys. Good work. Just over now, so I'll have to get you down. So appreciate it. We can then move on to the next project. I think next up we can have Gabriel from Nostr Wallet Connect Pay, NWC Pay, if you're up.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Gabriel. All right, so if you're free to screen share, the floor is yours.
You can see?
Yep, you're up.
My name is Gabriel. I am a software engineer from Brazil, and I built the NWC Pay, a Nostr-powered tool for global Lightning adoption. Why NWC Pay? The problem, small merchants and service providers globally want to accept Bitcoin but face complexity, custodial tools, or lack of infra. Make Lightning payments easy as scanning a QR code spread by Pix in Brazil. According to the Central Bank of Brazil, in 2023, Pix processed over 42 billion transactions, account for more for half of 100 of all payments in Brazil. That's the solution. A non-custodial payment tool powered by Nostr Wallet Connected, NWC, turns any browser into a payment terminal. No server, no backend, no custodians. Use Lightning Network, build using Alby SDK, using Nostr Wallet Connected NWC for logging, inspired by Brazil Pix, but Bitcoin native, progressive web app, and privacy-friendly. The impact and the need. Impact enables merchants worldwide to accept Bitcoin instantly, not tech, setup, or intermediaries. Existing solutions are custodial, complex, or unavailable in underserved regions. Powers assemblies, decentralized payment experience, accelerate Lightning Network usage. Real-world proof, Pix usage in Brazil shows merchants adopt simple, instant payment tools. I showed to you here my land page. Here is very clean land page, but the app is here. I can show to use how to receive a payment. Here is the wallet, and I create a receive payment for receive, and I can pay with my wallet in my smartphone. Yeah, that's it. And receive the payment. It's very simple for merchants to receive payment. And I create the dashboard for the merchants admin all the payments received. And all transactions for the merchants to see the transactions, income. That's it. The future, early testing with merchants showing strong interest in Brazil. I pretend to expand mobile app, integrate with POS system using Android, and grow merchant adoption using other L2 networks like Liquid, and support to bring Bitcoin to everyday commerce. I am building with a background. I am building a self-custodial wallet with Nest.js backend with Bitcoin Core RPC. And I win 2 hackathons here in Brazil. I plan for the future to build the React Native app and build a POS machine with Android for testing in the first merchants, and enhance the PWA and develop a React Native. And obrigado.
Obrigado. Thank you, Gabriel. This was really, really insightful presentation. Yeah, Pierre, Boomi.
How do you plan on, maybe looking at some monetization or something like that? Do you have any ideas around that as well? Like what's, or do you plan on no monetization at all?
I don't think that for me it's an open source project. I love Bitcoin ecosystem. I built for the community.
Nice. And so the physical point of sale would also be like open source?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Is there a way to connect to Fernando, who's working also in Brazil on the POS, maybe connecting it to that one, Nostr Wallet Connect POS, basically?
Yeah, it's a great project in Bitcoin Beach, Brazil. It's a great inspiration for me.
Awesome. I'm sure you're already
So-
connected, but happy to connect you if you aren't already.
Sorry?
Happy to connect you to Fernando if need be, but I'm sure you already are connected to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great.
Sorry,
what is the usage currently?
Sorry?
Do you already have users using it? Or what's the usage currently? Can you tell about that?
Not yet, but I have some merchants who want to use this in my city for receive payments Bitcoin, because the Pix here in Brazil with using QR code is very strong culture, very success. But this is CBDC. The merchants want to receive Bitcoin payments.
So do you do some user research with those merchants?
Yeah.
Analyzing their needs, their special needs for Bitcoin?
Yeah. The people who want to receive Bitcoin, and here you can transform any mobile in a POS and receive the payment. And you just access the URL and you can receive in less 1 minute. You just have the need to have the NWC, and you can generate with Alby. You can generate an NWC URI, and you can receive the payment in just seconds.
I do have another quick question going off of what Bumi was mentioning, which is, do you think, based on this current setup, the local merchants would be able to accept and use this? Like, do they have an understanding of what is Nostr Wallet Connect and adding a Nostr Wallet Connect string? Do they have that level of sophistication? Do they run their own nodes? Do they have Nostr Wallet Connect wallets to make this usable for them?
Yeah, it's like a consulting.
Okay, so you would go in and you would, as a package, get them set up with all of it. You'd have to get them set up with a node, really, right?
Yeah.
Or Alby.
Yeah, it's a great tool. For me, it's a great honor to present this project here. For me, it's amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for this. This is awesome, and yeah, great work on the project so far.
Thank you very much. Obrigado, muito obrigado.
Obrigado. Thank you so much, Gabriel.
Obrigado.
All right. Well, we are now at the end of our 2-hour session, but we do have one more from the session. We have, I think, Alekos. Here we go, Alekos. Hope you're well.
Hi. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll let you off. The floor is yours.
Yeah. How much time can I take?
So you have 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay.
And yeah, you can use that as you want. If you want to do it less, and we can do some more back and forth questions.
Things are probably going to be quicker than this. I hope. Let me try. Can you see the full screen presentation?
Yes, I also see us, but maybe we can enable that full. There we go. It's maybe a little better.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for having me here. So today I'm presenting Portal, which is our new product that we're developing now, and it's actually quite interconnected with NWC. So I think we are a great fit for this NWC hackathon. So when we talk about Portal, we say we are a digital identity and payment app. And what I mean by that is that we are trying to solve, I think, a few kind of fundamental problems that people have with technology today. And basically, the problem we're trying to solve, if we try to go to the kind of deep fundamental reasons we're building Portal, is that for people it's very tough to maintain a secure kind of digital presence. So most of our interactions as humans with machines goes through passwords or these kind of authentication methods, which are not very user-friendly, which are very tend to be very insecure because people reuse passwords or they get leaked and stuff like that. And then when you move into payments, it's yet another kind of set of complex, typing credit card numbers and then 3DS and all these kind of codes and pins, and all this is very complex, also very unreliable. I have, like when I make a credit card payment, I think there's always like a 10% chance it's gonna fail for some random reasons. And also people end up with very sensitive details about themselves, about their digital identity, about payments, about tickets they bought. They are all kind of scattered in multiple apps. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to make this better effectively and bring all of this together. And so our solution is this portal app. Again, we call it a digital identity and payment provider app, but it's actually, I think, quite a bit more than this, especially as the project is evolving. So we've been working on this for a few months now, and it's still kind of evolving over time. We're building this on Lightning and Nostr. So these are the two kind of foundational technology that we're using. So everything is open source, and it's an open protocol that we're building. And we're integrating this with our portal hardware wallet, which is the product we were developing before kind of pivoting to this. Although we're not completely moving away, as you can see, because we are still supporting our hardware device as your kind of key storage mechanism for this. So the idea is a user, it's optional, so it's kind of an accessory to the app. If you want more security, you can buy the hardware device and you can store your main key there on the device, and you can have in the app kind of like a secondary key that can be revoked if your phone is stolen or lost and stuff like that. And I like to say we are building kind of the digital equivalent of a physical wallet. And if you think about it, in the Bitcoin world, we talk a lot about wallets as the thing that stores money for you. But actually, in a physical wallet, there's so much more that goes into it. So in my physical wallet, I have my ID, my driver's license, I have tickets. Like if I buy a subway ticket, I'm probably going to put it in my wallet as well. I have, point cards, this kind of stuff. So what we're building is like a Nostr enabled, or maybe you could see it as kind of an extension of Nostr Wallet Connect, but that expands to all of these other domains. So not just payments. And we're using Nostr Wallet Connect to do it. So I have this kind of old demo video. I'm going to show just kind of the beginning because it's a bit long. But this is one example of how we imagine the interactions in our app. So we try to make everything very straightforward, very user-friendly. So for example, in this case, we are showing authentication.
Aleko, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, sorry.
But we're just seeing the front page. We're not seeing them. I think you might have actually presented the wrong.
This is why I was asking. You can see it now, I guess. Oh, yes, right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna present it like this, I guess.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna show.
Maybe just remove the right sidebar. If you just click on format, we should be able to expand the view a little more. There we go. Perfect.
Maybe you can remove this as well. No. It's okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go back quickly to the previous slide. So when I was talking, I was showing these slides. So I was saying, the problem we're solving is we're trying to make it easy for people to have like a digital presence, make it easy for them to interact with digital services online and in person as well. And again, our solution is this digital identity and payment provider app, built on Lightning and Nostr, which we like to see as the digital equivalent of a physical wallet. And I was just kind of starting to show this demo, which is quite a bit long, so I'm gonna skip some parts of it. But our kind of philosophy is let's make everything very, very simple, very easy to understand. Usually, we don't want people to type, copy, paste, or anything. We just want people to approve. So you see something and you say yes or no. So in this case, let's say I want to log in to a website. I get a prompt which says, do you want to log in here? Yes or no? very simple, very straightforward. And also I'm going to skip ahead. Same is for payments. So this is kind of our test backend. When the platform you are interacting with wants you to pay, it's just going to send over a payment request, and you can approve it or deny it. And this is all built on Nostr Wallet Connect. So the cool thing is we are not actually building a wallet. So our app is kind of a proxy in a way. So you connect your Nostr Wallet Connect enabled wallet to our app. And the same thing is done by the platform, the merchant. So when I say yes and I approve the payment, I'm actually forwarding the invoice to any wallet that I want. So the user is free to choose whichever wallet they want. So again, it's like this. Well, here there will be animations. This very simple concept. You see a request pop up in your app. You press yes or no. Usually you start with some login authentication request, but then you can also approve payments. You can also approve subscriptions. And you can also do this in person because we're implementing NFC. So you can also use it kind of like Apple Pay, tap your phone to a reader. You could, for example, authenticate yourself and open a door, or you could pay contactlessly through your Nostr Wallet Connect enable wallet with Portal kind of acting as a proxy and negotiating. So for example, Portal could say, well, this payment was pre-approved as part of a subscription, so I'm just going to go ahead and approve it and forward it to the wallet. Or maybe sometimes it's going to be like, oh, I need to prompt the user for this payment. And we have all of this logic to decide when to auto-approve, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going to be quick because I'm starting to go quite long. But the rationale is, again, we want to have everything in a single app. We don't want to have one app for money, one app for ID, one app for tickets, because we're also starting to work on tickets and loyalty points built on eCash. We want all of this to be in a single app. And the idea is this is how you interact with digital services in the digital world, especially with AI kind of booming. There's going to be more and more digital interactions in our daily lives. So effectively, you can use it for like logging in, also in person and online. You can authorize payments. You can manage subscriptions. It's also very easy. You can see in the app all the subscriptions you have, and you can be like, oh, I don't want this anymore. You just cancel the subscription. That's super easy. You don't need to log in and figure out from that specific website where do you go to cancel the subscription, which is always super complicated. Maybe the most important slide for this presentation, how do we leverage Nostr Wallet Connect? We are, first of all, integrated with Nostr Wallet Connect. So again, we're not a wallet. You connect your wallet to our app. So you basically grant full access to your wallet to our app, and then our app acts as a proxy and enforces very granular limits. So this is, I think, a big limitation of the current Nostr Wallet Connect is that you can usually and most just set like a maximum spend limit. Here you can have this entity, which is identified by their public key. This entity can only withdraw $5 per month one time at most. So you can have this kind of very granular rules set in place. And also, in a way, again, we're kind of extending it because we're effectively building a new version, in a way, of Nostr Wallet Connect, but that also supports authentication, that also supports ticketing. So you can have this kind of complex interaction where you log in, then the platform can ask for a payment. In exchange of that payment, they issue a ticket to you, and all of this is stored in your Portal app. And again, we're building everything open source. So we're building this Portal app, which is kind of the client to the protocol. And this is open source as well. And then we are open sourcing an SDK. So if you're a platform and you want to use this, you can use our SDK, obviously with examples and everything. And our plan over time, we haven't really started with this yet, but our plan over time is to upstream all of this as new NIPs. So right now we're kind of working behind closed doors because we want to iterate fast, but then the plan is to open everything up. So at some point, there's going to be more, we hope, apps and more devices supporting our protocol, just like there's today many apps supporting Nostr Wallet Connect. Yeah, so I think this is the end of my presentation. Sorry about the issue at the beginning.
Oh, good, man. Yeah, good stuff. My quick question is it going to support Nostr badges? So I'm a big fan. I'm a Nostr badge maximalist. I don't know if you have plans for that.
So not yet, but yeah. So I mean, we haven't really started thinking specifically about how to do it. But you're not the first person to mention this, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, it's something we're probably going to keep on our radar and maybe implement later. Or again, once we open source everything, we hope maybe somebody else is going to come and build on top of our NIPs. So it's not just us. We hope to bootstrap kind of a new movement and then have other people contribute as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have a question. So you said that essentially you're adding a piece of identity to Nostr Wallet Connect, but is it like how are you? I mean, it's just your app is putting these two layers together as this identification plus NWC at the same time. Is that right?
Yeah. So from a more kind of technical perspective, I guess what we're building is kind of like Nostr Wallet Connect. So Nostr Wallet Connect is like a set of messages, and so it's like a specification that says you send this message and you reply with this one, and I send this and you reply with this one. So we're doing the same, but we are adding messages for request authentication, or request payment, request subscription. So when we say digital identity, we mean your public key effectively. So you identify yourself by, for example, signing a challenge with your public key. We also have plans for identity certificates. So if you want, you could have your real identity certified by a third party put in this standard. And so then you can also like identify yourself with your real world identity, kind of like a KYC thing, in a very private, very privacy preserving way. So what we're building is, again, like this protocol, this set of messages that we specify, and we say, you send this and you're supposed to reply with that. And we're expanding it to also tickets. So I can send you a ticket and you store it in the app. Tickets are just cashew tokens, by the way, which is super cool. It's like a fully bearer thing object. You can buy a subway ticket and I send it to you as an eCash token. And then when you come back to me, I don't even know who you are because eCash tokens are not traceable. So all of these messages are like, I send you the cashew token and then you send it back to me when you want to spend it. So this is kind of what we're building.
Okay, so the whole identity part is also Nostr events, essentially.
Yeah, it's all Nostr messages being exchanged. So the platform is going to ask me to prove my identity, which means basically sign a challenge. And I'm going to prompt the user. If the user says yes, I'm going to send back the signed challenge that says, yes, this public key has agreed to, for example, log into this website.
Yeah, it's clear. Cool.
Awesome. Bumi doesn't have any questions.
I actually had the same question, so that was just answered. That's cool.
Awesome.
Maybe just to add, can the user choose their own relays then also?
Yeah. So right now they can already choose relays. The plan is we're going to give the user like the easy way, which is use our relay plus others for backup, but you use our relay because we maintain it. We can guarantee reliability. We have a service to wake up the phone remotely if we see events that are relevant. For example, for a key, you can register your NIP05 with us. So we provide a lot of services which would kind of lock you in with us. So this is the easy mode, and you use our services. That's the easiest thing. Or you can go into the advanced mode, and then you can say, I don't want NIP05 from you. I'm going to do it myself. I don't want your relays. I'm going to use mine. I don't want your notification service. I want to drain my battery by staying connected to the relays. You can do that. So, I mean, right now we've been working on this for, I want to say like a couple months. So some things are already in there. Some things are being developed, but this is the end goal.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And you mentioned subscriptions. As it all goes through the phone, I assume there also the user would get a push notification and then confirm it, or how does that look like?
So the way we're implementing it now is you get a notification to approve the subscription. So you say, yes, I'm fine with this public key withdrawing $5 a month. And it can be denominated in fiat as well. So we also do this. Once you do this, our kind of logic will automatically approve the first $5 request from that entity within a month. So in that case, you don't get a notification that says, do you want to approve this specific payment, because you already like pre-approved it by approving the subscription. So you're only going to get a notification that says the payment was made. So this is how we are envisioning it now. We also want to give users as many, again, as part of the advanced mode, we want to give as many options as possible. So maybe like paranoid users can enable a setting that it's always going to prompt them for approval, but the regular kind of flow would be you approve once with the subscription, and then as long as the payment requests match the subscription you approved, so if the amount matches, if the frequency matches, then they're going to be approved automatically by your app. And maybe, yeah, you get a notification that says, oh, I just approved the payment, by the way.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
And I suppose final thing, this also is can be easily integrated with your Portal hard drive, right? Hardware wallet, I mean.
Yeah, so that's not there yet, but we're working on
But I'm
it.
sure that's sort of the longer term,
Yeah.
way of seeing it as part of an integrated system.
Yeah, so the idea is right now the device is just an hardware wallet, so it's just on-chain hardware wallet. We're gonna add this thing, so you can keep using it as another wallet, or you can also use this for this kind of digital identity thing, which basically means you have your master key on the device, and that's like forever. This is similar to GPG. It's a similar model. So you have a main key, which you store very securely at home with your hardware wallet. And then you can export like a sub key, which is only valid for like a year. So every year you need to refresh your sub key with the main device.
Got it. Cool. All right. We've given you quite a bit of extra here.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's move on. Thank you so much, Alykos.
Thank you for having
Great
me.
work.
Thanks.
And I think we're now on the 1 o'clock session. So we've got another, let me see here, got another few projects, but let's just get going here. So next up, we've got Jury from PHP, Nostr PHP. Feel free to get your presentation up and you are off.
Yeah. All right. Can you hear me?
Yep. Perfectly.
All right. Great. Let me switch to the... Yes, my pitch for the Nostr PHP Nostr Wallet Connect library. First, a short introduction about myself. So my name is Jury. I'm from Netherlands, 35 years old. Actually was 8 years the manager blockchain and crypto at Rabobank, but learned quickly that Bitcoin was the only real use case for blockchain. So after 8 years, I concluded that the bank was really the place for me. And especially after traveling throughout Latin America and El Salvador, I decided I want to work full-time on or with Bitcoin. And so I did. So one of my most visible projects I did the past few years are Ring Tools, a tool to facilitate Lightning Rings of Fire. BT Clock, I'm a solutions architect at Salzburg. And actually, yeah, when the opportunity arises, I really like to contribute to open source projects as well. And my baseball cap. And one of those projects is the Nostr PHP library. So as the name already suggests, Nostr PHP is a PHP help library for Nostr. Already has a very nice, complete functionality, but not yet Nostr Wallet Connect. And actually, Nostr and PHP are not really a match made in heaven. Why not? Well, I think most technical people know Nostr is WebSockets and JSON, and PHP is not inherently designed for the persistent real-time connections that Nostr characterizes. So PHP is more designed for the traditional web request response model. So user requests a website, generates response, and more or less goes to sleep again. So that's less suited for the asynchronous event-driven nature of Nostr. So last year I already tried to integrate Nostr Wallet Connect in the PHP app, and that actually required me to build a bridge application So Python and TypeScript are by far more suited for synchronous communication as PHP. So it does work, but yeah, it's not really an elegant solution. So that's why I really wanted to implement the Nostr Wallet Connect functionality in Nostr PHP for a long time already. But yeah, it still needed some other functionality. So my early contributions to Nostr PHP consisted of building the relevant building blocks required to actually integrate Nostr Wallet Connect into the library. So in March, I added the NIP04 support, the unfortunately still very widely used but deprecated way of sending DMs. Don't really like it, but also most Nostr Wallet Connect wallet clients support that. So yeah, I think that was the first requirement. I also added the NIP44 support, which I think is a big improvement over NIP04 and also already supported by at least Alby Hub, which I'm really happy about. And also I improved the relay handling a bit. And that resulted, especially also with the announcement of the NWC grant, into me building the Nostr Wallet Connect functionality in library for the past 2 weeks, and that resulted in a fully feature-complete extra library that has all the event types, all the commands, and even has support for notifications. And of course, also has the required documentation to use it. So now we don't need the bridge application anymore. So if you will now want to integrate Nostr Wallet Connect into PHP application, it's much more clean and native. And to demonstrate how simple it actually is to use the library, I created a showcase project. It's a project that allows you to set up a Boltcard server, which you can connect using NWC to your Lightning wallet. Of course, with the library I developed for the past 2 years. So it's really simple to use it. So of course, first you have to create an NWC app connection. So I use Alby Hub here to create an isolated wallet for the Boltcard I have here. I also created a command line interface to input the information you needed for creating the Boltcard. So the Nostr Wallet Connect string, the UID of the Boltcard, which also, by the way, checks the permissions using the NWC library. And that results, so now I really hope that this will work because I recorded a video showing, here we go, showing the Blink iOS app installed on my iPhone. So on the Blink app, you can just create a Lightning invoice. Here, create Lightning invoice of 21 sets. On the top right button, you see an NFC button, and you can just hold the Boltcard to your iPhone, and then it will pay the invoice using NWC. So I'll get this back. So on the left side here, you saw the Blink app with me creating the Lightning invoice, but on the right side, you see a terminal window running one of the demos, also of the NWC library, where I demonstrate the notifications. So as soon as the payment has been made to the Blink wallet, you see in the terminal that the notification is visible in the terminal window. So yeah, also to demo you that the NWC notifications are working and utilize callbacks natively in the PHP. So I did build this as a separate library. Why? Well, like I said, the synchronous nature of Nostr is not really work with PHP directly because it's not natively the functionality needed to create functionality is not natively available in PHP yet. So there are multiple libraries available, and I chose the Geyser WebSocket middleware library to implement this, which is an opinionated decision. That does work, but it also requires an extra dependency not needed for the basic functionality of Nostr PHP. So also to keep the Nostr PHP library itself clean and let users of the library not install an extra dependency they might not need if they don't use Nostr Wallet Connect. I thought this was the cleaner way to keep both Nostr Wallet Connect, the Nostr PHP library clean, but also the library I just created. but still, yeah, it's now possible to use NWC and PHP, helping adoption of Nostr Wallet Connect by a large amount of PHP developers worldwide, which I looked up. It's about 5.5 million developers, so there's quite a nice audience. And yeah, I hope I'm not yet finished. So NIP 47, the NIP for the Nostr Wallet Connect is still in draft. I noticed that, for example, NIP 44 is not yet merged in the official GitHub NIP. I think the base is really strong, but I think it needs more use cases to become more and more mature. And I think thanks to the Nostr PHP library I just wrote, now these use cases can also be built by the PHP community. All right, this was my pitch. Oh, I think managed to be in time. And yeah, I'm curious if you have any questions about it.
Looks really cool. It seems to really work nicely. So it's great, to be able to have fully including with notifications as well, because that's a nice touch that makes responses so much faster as well when it comes to confirming payments. So that's very nice. But you did demo two things there, because you did demo adding NWC to a bolt card essentially.
Yeah.
So I mean that's cool. But that's like how simple was that? Because that's like something that's completely different. So you just built a PHP library and then you built the use case of bolt cards with NWC and made your demo, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so yeah, I think but so I really like the whole podcast specification. It's quite simple, and I think the main challenge here is letting the bolt card server communicate with your Lightning node. And what I like an NWC in general. So previously, also with ring tools I built, you still needed like a macaroon and the TLS certificate and so on. And I think, yeah, Nostr Wallet Connect in general really helps this to be like frictionless and also unified experience. So also for all Lightning wallets, whether it's custodial or non-custodial, LND or Core Lightning. And yeah, also to demonstrate, I think the amount of lines in the demo app I created for the bolt card server, which are bolt card specific. There are actually two methods. It's just getting the get info to see if the pay invoice method is available and the pay invoice method itself. So it's only two methods to implement. So yeah, I think this, it shows the simplicity of NWC, also from the library, and also by making it open source, I hope it also inspires other people to develop stuff just like that. Oh, I think my camera is rebooting.
Okay, yeah, thanks for the answer. That's very clear. Very cool stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. Boomi, any thoughts or any points? Good?
All good. Thank you very much. Yeah, interesting that you built the library and then also built the use case or use the library directly.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I could walk through the code, but I think it says a lot more to just demonstrate what it can do. So
maybe just a final 30 seconds. I don't know, what's next? 1 year from now, where do you see this project going?
Yeah, so so like the bolt card functionality, I hope it will be used for like other innovative applications, whether it's by merchants or I think also with Salzburg we see some use case for NWC as well. So I really hope it will be I really hope it will now provide all those PHP developers I mentioned, so 5.5 million, to utilize the library and also to see the NWC protocol to be developed into a mature stage.
Yeah, 5 million developers that are able to finally plug into Nostr seamlessly and Nostr Wallet Connect. That's big. So yeah, good stuff. Thanks so much, Uri. All
right, welcome.
We'll introduce the other presenters. Thanks again. And let's move on then to, we got, what did we say, Eldorilla or Rado? Is it Rado? Hey, Rado, how's it going? if you want to pull up your presentation, tell us a bit about your project, and you're good to go. We're not hearing you though. Still not hearing you. Might be with your microphone settings or something. But sometimes, probably browser's being tricky as always with the permission settings. If not, happy to. Yeah, we'll probably then go on to Gorilla. Oh no, there you go. We got you. I think we hear you. Still not hearing you. Yeah, so take your time, no rush. We can get you up on the next one. Might be a browser thing. Right, so El Gorilla from founder of La Cripta.
Hey guys, do you hear me?
Perfectly, fantastic.
I was worried I didn't have. Okay, can I share screen here?
Please do, yes. I'll get you up.
Share all the screen. Can I do that here?
Yeah, present.
There we go. Yeah, so I can show you this. Do you see this?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, so yeah, this is another implementation of ball card with NWC, but I'm using TypeScript and any other thing that it comes with the dashboard and combined Lightning address. So this, what it does is, this is a landing, okay? So I made it, this is open source, so anybody could just fork this, just welcome. I'm gonna show you a demo of what am I gonna do here is create a card. It's super easy, just can pick any design. Then we're gonna use Ball Card NFC Card Creator app. This is open source as well. You can just download it in an app store to write the card. Then we're gonna print a QR code. This is meant to handle to the user. So we're gonna have the NFC card and a QR code for the user to be able to activate the card real quick. Then the user is gonna scan that QR code and be able to have a web wallet app instantly. He doesn't have to download anything. This is meant for easy onboarding and fast. And then to be able to set up, it's going to be 20 seconds. He's going to pick a Lightning address and set up the Nostr Wallet Connect string. So he's going to be able to have a ball card that he can top up with Lightning address, super easy. I'm a Lightning address maximalist. So I believe it's the way we should use Lightning, actually, the way we push money like we do in banks. We don't give an invoice to the other person, unless you're a merchant or something. So you're gonna top up with Lightning address to the ball card and be able to connect it with Nostr Wallet Connect. So enough with the talking. I'm gonna show the admin. The admin, of course, you can private key extension. I'm gonna use my favorite extension, which is Alby. Then you have a dashboard here. You're gonna be able to just have your cards here or the designs. You can manage them. Just upload any design you want here or manage the Lightning address. For this case, to be able to create a card, we need a device that has NFC enabled. So in this case, I'm gonna use a POS. So for this, I'm gonna show the screen here, okay? So I'm gonna open the app here and I go to the admin demo. The user is already logged in, so I'm gonna go create card. I'm gonna pick Primal, for example. I'm gonna scan blank card, NFC card. This is a blank NFC. You need to make sure that it's a blank one. Now with this QR code, I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go back to the ball card NFC card creator. I'm gonna paste the URL. You can scan the QR code if you're on another device, but I'm gonna just paste this. It's gonna show me the keys I need to set up here. Done. NFC card already in. So now what I'm gonna do is go back here. Card written. Once the card you said is already written, now we're gonna print the QR code. So let me see. This is meant for the user. So gonna print the QR code. This is meant to be shown to the user. You can either print it or show it or send it via email or copy the URL. I'm gonna show you what is the user gonna see. I'm gonna show you, this would be the wallet that the user is gonna scan the QR code, have the card, and have this, activate your vault card. He's gonna activate the vault card, and then once he's gonna get a wallet. The first thing he's gonna see is set up a Nostr Wallet connection string. I'm gonna use the one I just created here. I'm gonna paste it here. Please do not steal me. This is a valid Nostr Wallet Connect, connected with my node. There are 0 sats. I'm gonna pick a lightning address. I'm sorry I'm doing this so quickly, but I wanna just have enough time. So this is my valid lightning address. This is a sat. The sat's connected. I'm gonna send and top up. I'm gonna send to my lightning address. I'm gonna send 100 sats. I'm gonna top up my account. Once I top my account, I'm gonna receive the funds. I have 100 sats here. I'm gonna show here to be able to just be able to charge an invoice, 21 sats in a real POS. We're gonna scan this QR code, and it's gonna be able to pay with a Nostr Wallet Connect. That's it. It takes maybe 3 seconds or so. You have the ticket. You're able to pay with Nostr Wallet Connect connected to a vault card. So what's under the hood? Gonna go back to, sorry. Gonna go to the Nostr Wallet Connect supporters. Everything is open source, so it uses Nostr Wallet Connect, vault card standard, LUT 16 for lightning address, LUT 21 for payment verifications, NIP 46 for Nostr signing, NIP 06 for extension. Everything is open standards. It's meant to connect. Then the tech stack is TypeScript and React. Both are trendy things. If you have you can fork the project and do whatever you like. And the cool thing about using TypeScript is that you can have a very, very small team or just one person, and you can create the front end. Actually, I did it all by myself. You can just, it's super interoperable with all the AI tools, Vercel or V0, using Tailwind, ShadCN. I took an effort to just pick the best technologies that are trendy and popular right now, so you can get a lot of developers and get in really fast. Prisma for handling the ORM for the database, and Alby SDK, the best SDK I use for everything, especially for Nostr Wallet Connect. It's really easy to set up. All the code is available in GitHub, and the roadmap is vault card integration, which it's already done. Nostr Wallet Connect, the web wallet. I would add some receive or send or anything else that you want to add as well, and then we're gonna integrate it with La Wallet that we have about 7,000 users already in. And the next step would be pay with phone, because I think that if we want to compete with Visa, MasterCard, and make Lightning to be a medium of exchange, we need to be superior in every way. We need to be able to send money as we send emails, and we need to be able to pay not only with the card, NFC cards, but also with our phone. The same that is done with Visa, MasterCard, and offline mode. So this is doable, especially with Android. And once I finish with all of this, I'm gonna continue with the next step to do that. This is the joint waitlist. If you are interested with this, I'm glad to answer any questions that you have.
Okay, that's very cool. I'm struggling to understand exactly the role that the Lightning address has together with the NWC, because essentially I understand the outgoing payment that was handled by NWC. Is that right?
Yeah.
But when you paid into the card, this is where you use the Lightning address. Is that right?
The Lightning address, it goes to the Nostr Wallet Connect. It's already connected as well. So what I did here is, let me show you again. Actually, I'm receiving sats right now. People are sending me sats to my Nostr Wallet Connect via the Lightning address. So if you top it up with the Lightning address, and when I receive funds to the Lightning address, it goes directly to the Nostr Wallet Connect, and then you're able to use the card using the same. The backend is a Nostr Wallet Connect string.
Okay. Very interesting.
So that's basically to top it up, right?
Sorry?
So it's basically to top up the card.
It's basically to do that. And it's actually interoperable with, for example, with POSs that we actually building as well. So a really very easy way to make merchants to accept is not to make them just install a complicated and heavy backend. I think the best way to just paste your Lightning address there, you're gonna be able to get funds, and then you're gonna I think Lightning address is the best way to send money, actually. So this connects Lightning address to WC to top it up, and then yeah, of course you're gonna be able to spend with the card.
Well, awesome. Really interesting to see how you connected Nostr Wallet Connect with Lightning addresses, and totally agree. I think the NFC might not be, the killer feature, but it'll definitely be, I think, a 10x improvement in the user experience, because then you go from a wallet that has from requiring a card to having everything in a wallet that you can just tap and pay. That's awesome. And also, I'd just say good work on all the designs, and just the usability seems pretty good. So good work there.
Oh, thank you very much. I think, yeah, the cool thing about the ball cards is that you're able to handle, maybe in Latin America, and third world countries especially, the ball cards are really useful, because you can get kids or anybody just hand out cards and connect them to other wallets. But the thing is, this is not suitable for first world countries in Europe and the States. They want to see what they're paying, because with the ball cards, you don't get to see what's the amount. That's why I was mentioning about the roadmap to make it with the app. You're gonna be able to use the Android app. So I'm sorry, with iPhone, with iPhone you don't have access to the NFC chip. But
right, yes,
it's feasible. It's feasible.
That's
and with
right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
I pulled up the wrong phone. Yes, I do have another one. That's right, gated Android iPhones.
We need to switch. Everybody needs to switch to Android, or at least make pressure. Just to be able to develop.
Absolutely, no, absolutely right. No, got another phone that does that. All right, so thank you so much, Gorilla. Amazing. If there's nothing else, we can pass you over to Rado.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh,
perfect.
Okay, figured it out. Thank you. I see. I'm gonna share screen here. Let me share everything. I think entire screen. Okay. All right. Can you see it now?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, I see payments are very popular. I was able to see a couple of presentations. I guess it's the natural way to try and implement Nostr Wallet Connect. Payments is also a big market, but after watching a few presentations, I'm thinking maybe it's good to pivot a little bit to more regulations and taxes, and help developers and businesses that way, because it's very unclear for most businesses on how to handle that. But I didn't want to spend a lot of time on my MVP, so I spent just 3 weeks to build the MVP. So didn't add a lot of functionality, but it's still full integration of Nostr Wallet Connect and LN URL authentication and payments. So I'm gonna show now. So of course the problem is high fees, slow settlement, geographic restrictions, complex integrations, also Lightning node management and security, steep learning curve. All of this is a problem for developers if they want to add easily payments to their business or website. So with NakaPay, we try to make it super easy and mostly cater to developers. Of course, businesses, but mostly developers that can integrate it for the businesses. That's why we created NPM packages for the SDK, so far Node.js only, as well as the React components, which is also on NPM package. So yes, ease of integration, no custodial risk with Nostr Wallet Connect, no complexity, and a cheap fees compared to the traditional payment processors. Also a global market as well. So why Nostr Wallet Connect? Of course, because it's an open standard, truly non-custodial payment infrastructure, secure and pretty simple as well. That's why I think it's a very good choice to build on top of, and also of course real time. That's really huge. So what we built so far is the complete backend API with documentation, the Node.js SDK, like I mentioned, React component, a sample application to showcase the payments, and a business dashboard for the business. So I can show now. This is the dashboard, and like I said, you can log in with any Lightning wallet since it's using the LN URL authentication. In here, you can connect your wallet, Nostr Wallet Connect enabled wallet, and it shows the permissions and everything. And you can, if you change the permissions for this app, you can refresh it here or disconnect and connect the wallet again. If you, of course, for now, I heard you ask, how do you connect the wallet? I can show later, maybe if there is time, but you use the connection string, but that's just the initial way. I'm thinking of maybe making it a lot easier for the users. Have to figure that out. But in the settings, if you provide a Lightning address, you don't need to connect your wallet. Of course, connecting it gives you, and we explain all the different benefits of non-custodial and everything. And this is the light market application that I created to showcase the payments. So if I try to pay here with this coffee tip, it creates an invoice. And with my mobile wallet, with my phone, I will send the payment. And after the payment is received, it shows a little toast notification, as well as closes the pop-up. And then if we go back to the dashboard and click on payments, we can see here on 8:51 p.m. Oh, this is interesting because I traveled to the US now, but it's still showing. I'm guessing where the wallet is connected. So it has a little indicator. You can see there are payments that were custodial. So they go to the NakaPay wallet, and then we send the payment minus the fees to the Lightning address. But when you have your wallet connected, you can see in the details the Lightning payment that goes directly to the users, to the business wallet, and then we create a separate payment for the NakaPay fee which is 1 sat in this case. And the Lightning invoice, so you can see all the details here. Yeah, so there are API key management, all the documentation, as well as webhook, secret creation and events. And then you can set up the URL for the webhook to receive real-time notification for when the payment gets processed. If I go back to the presentation, on the future roadmap, what we see is like smart payment routing, global SDK ecosystem, like adding Python, PHP, Ruby, or other SDKs, subscription as growth payments, multi-party splits, or payment links, of course. All of this, like I said, I wanted to keep the MVP pretty small. AI-powered analytics, payment optimization, fraud detection, all of these things could be added, which will be great value for the businesses. And then enterprise features like team management and role-based access, as well as full business operating system with invoicing, accounting, tax reporting, and so on. But like I said, a lot of people seem to be building the easy part, which is the payments. So maybe something more complex with regulation and taxes could be beneficial for the businesses. I think that's all. If you have questions.
Good stuff on your final comment. I agree. There's a lot of stuff happening in payments, accepting and receiving, and I think you have a good point there. Actually, that the taxes and accounting stuff is the stuff that nobody wants to build, but it's the stuff that's actually very important, very needed to help make our ecosystem align to the real world. And like I was actually thinking a lot of wallets. I must say, including Alby, including Strike, you have no way of adding a note to the comment to a transaction. I think you can add the notes. You can add a comment when you're making a transaction on Alby, not on Strike. You can't even add a comment on a payment. But like having something like that with Nostr Wallet Connect would be really interesting. And again, just to say that, yeah, like the accounting stuff is the stuff nobody really builds, and I don't know. I think it's so important.
And I was actually surprised at when I started working. I installed like 6-7 different wallets, and I can log in with all of them, but none of them actually supported Nostr Wallet Connect. Only the Alby node that I created, Alby Hub, supported it. And of course, if you build your own node, you can do that as well. But I was surprised that more wallets are not supporting this yet.
Yeah, maybe Pierre and Boomi will have some insights on that in terms of what's the adoption like in terms of other wallets. But yeah, I'll leave it back to you. Throw it back to you guys.
Yeah, so I think you mentioned, how does a user log in? He logs in with his wallet, right? With an URL?
Yes. So if I log out here, I have, like I said, I have like 7 wallets, but I'm using BitKit in this case, where I have all my transactions. So if I scan with my BitKit wallet, and then it logs me in. So basically for now, and of course, this is where regulation and everything comes, which I haven't spent a lot of time in researching yet. But my initial thought was, I don't want to save a lot of user information for the business and make it really complicated for them and kind of be prone to hacked. So I don't want to really save information unless it's required by regulation, right? So right now, the application works with only your wallet. So that's your account. whatever wallet you sign in with, that's your account. Then you can add your Nostr Wallet Connect wallet that can be different. So I can disconnect here, and that can be different. And you can have a Lightning address as well in the settings. So for now, it's like that. But of course, yeah, go ahead.
I see. So it means that it's compatible with, sorry, not only Nostr Wallet Connect wallets, but also with like Lightning address and also LN URL, if that's how you logged in. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. I see. But then you can't capture a fee, right? Depending on the different login methods, right?
Yes. So only if you connect your wallet, you have truly non-custodial payments. So if you don't, it goes to our Lightning node first, and then we send another invoice, another payment to the business, right, to their Lightning address. But it's an easy start if you log in with your Lightning wallet and then you add an address. Like I added my orange PO app address. So that's an easy way to start, and then you can learn through our documentation more around how to connect your wallet and all that, how to create your connection string and all that.
Cool. Yeah, very nice.
Regarding the fee that you're charging, so when a payment is received, you're automatically charging the same wallet.
That's correct.
Certain percentage, or do you batch those transactions?
No, I automatically charge the fee as a second transaction.
Okay, nice. Interesting. Yeah. Shows actually a nice use case of NWC, I think. Yeah. Great usage there.
Which one, Bumi, specifically?
Yeah, that you can like orchestrate the payments, right? So that's what you basically have here. So you're creating an invoice, enhancing it with certain information, presenting it in a way that the merchant needs, but through the same connection, you can also charge the merchant from the merchant's wallet for your services.
Right. That's why when we ask the user to connect their wallet, we say, okay, you need these permissions to be able to work, right?
Yeah, a nice presentation of the related transaction in the transaction list that you showed there.
Oh, thank you.
So makes it clear for the user.
You mean in the details?
Yeah, in the details, the related transaction. So that's basically your fee, right? The processing fee. I directly see that here. Yeah.
Yeah, no more questions from Andy.
Maybe just one thing, because you did mention, Redo, that so far is just a NWC string copy paste kind of thing. I think you could take a look at Bitcoin Connect. I think it's
I looked at Bitcoin Connect. Somebody from Alby mentioned Bitcoin Connect to me, but I didn't see the value actually on top of what, like I can create the exact same thing Bitcoin Connect does, right? What is the, maybe I...
Well, it's just that any new wallet that like integrates it will automatically be there.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Kind of like, each wallet can add their own UI in order to be able to like simplify the connection there. Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
One last question. How many users do you already have?
I don't have users yet, because I haven't spent any money on marketing. That's next. I wanted to first get on this hackathon, and maybe I can use some of the money for marketing.
Well, already being here is a good way to expose, tell people about what you're building. So yeah, good start on that process. Well, thank you so much, Rando. That was
Thank
great.
you.
Really appreciate it. And I think, guys, we are good for today. We were supposed to do 10. We got through 8. 2 of the guys, I think, are in Africa, and I think they're having some connections issues or something like that. I'm not sure, but hopefully we'll see them tomorrow. Means tomorrow we might go a little bit over. Any final any thoughts on today's session? Anything that stood out particularly to you? Anything that you learned that you didn't know about?
No, I think on my side at least, I mean, so very interested in like the 2 different bolt card setups that we have. Part of the reason is because we're ourselves looking at the whole bolt cards integration for point of sale of ours and stuff like that. So cool to see it in action. That's for sure. But I think all in all, every project had its own kind of mercy and use case, and really good to be able to see all of these.
Yeah, seems people like plastic, right? Plastic cards are coming to Bitcoin.
Good one, yes.
So we actually had 3 projects here that have somehow a relationship to some plastic. But quite
actually 4.
I mean,
4 actually, if you count Portal as well, right?
True. Yeah.
True.
But yeah, I mean that's for sure a good point, and I think it also shows the things that NWC make possible. I've seen quite a variety here, even though we've got some overlaps, but it's definitely also quite some variety from like end user product to merchant product, some specialization there, so that's cool.
Yeah, indeed. And I love to see all these, just to be able to, like, I think one of the key memes of this might be the Nostr Wallet Connect string. It's like everyone's using these strings and just connecting. It's so powerful, right? Giving access to a wallet just through a string. I think that's awesome. Just the thing that seems obviously to be coming kind of to be missing, the big gap, is still just that there's not many Nostr Wallet Connect wallets. I mean, there are a lot of interface wallets, which is awesome, and I think that will be millions in the future. But storing funds, right, is a problem. No one wants to store funds, which I appreciate. But then someone has to, or you need to have a node running wallet, and I think that's what you guys are doing with Alby and Flash. So that's awesome. But I do wonder, if more, I would love to see more, I don't know, more experimentation around that, right? Maybe Nostr Wallet Connect plus native cashew. Well, we did see actually one today, didn't we?
Yes, I think the first one, right?
Yep.
No, sorry, it was Zap Tracker, I think.
Zap Tracker, yeah, that was interesting. I'll have to check that one out. But yeah, that sort of feels. I don't know, and I think it came out, interesting. Also recently, the last one's talking about how surprised he was that there's not many wallets connecting to it. So yeah, we're looking forward to Nostr Wallet Connect wallets integrating more into the Nostr Wallet Connect ecosystem, because that will keep being an additive force to the protocol.
Yeah, so I think that's what's great with this hackathon as well, and that joining what Boomy said earlier, it's there's just so many different use cases that we just saw now in the 8 presentations, right? So just so many things can be done, fairly. So in the case of bolt cards, just much more easily than, and especially in self custody, as opposed to the way it's currently built, that it's really built for custody. So it's great to be able to also demonstrate this through a hackathon like this one.
Agreed.
Yep.
Infinite possibilities. Any final words of wisdom?
Just to add on that, I think that's definitely also, the more we see what we can build on top of it, the more interesting it also becomes for the wallets to integrate NWC, because the wallets become much more useful then with all the tapping into this ecosystem, allowing their users to use all these applications. So just takes time a bit, but I think we are on a pretty good track if I look at that. So
Absolutely, it's inspiring. How many of the projects did you guys see today? What percentage or what number of them are entirely new to you?
Do you mean the projects themselves?
Yeah, the projects themselves, yeah.
7 out of 8. No, sorry, because no, so yeah, 6 out of 8.
Wow.
Yeah, same here, I would say. Yeah.
And I would also see, because I saw Nostr Wallet Connect's Twitter account posted an ecosystem map of Nostr
Yeah,
Wallet Connect.
there's a new updated one today.
I think these are all new. I think the majority of them, I think, might be new already. So we have to get Soundter to add the map already, added the map already.
Yeah, the image gets bigger and bigger, right? So can print
Yeah,
soon you won't be
poster
able
now.
to see it, right? You'll have to zoom in way too much.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this was cool. We got some more tomorrow. Thank you so much. I know 2 hours is quite heavy already. So actually, are we at 3 hours?
No, we're just over
we're
2
2
hours.
hours. We're 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So let's get on with it and let's get ready for tomorrow. Are we all good with that?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. Seeing the rest of the projects, and congrats to everyone that presented today. It was really cool. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Good job, all of you guys. We'll catch up tomorrow and keep up the this marathon of projects. Yeah, have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.